can't wait to finally get my life back. So yeah.
You can hear Phoebe Farrell on YouTube. You may have seen her in the fashion mags.
I never thought in a million years that I could be a model. I wanted people to know my name and be like, oh, that's the chick we went to high school with. Wow, she doesn't even look like her.
At 19, she was a cover girl. Her stunning looks promised a big future, but Phoebe didn't like what she saw.
I remember I got offered a job, but I thought, I can't do this and have young girls looking up to me when I'm so sick. And then that's when I stopped modelling.
How sick did she get?
She got very sick.
She was just a typical little girl.
There's a squashed worm on our path.
A little girl with music in her genes.
I remember picking up my first guitar. I think I was 5. I just picked it up and started playing, and Dad was like, where'd you learn that? And I was like, I don't know.
She sang almost before she talked.
She had a talent for music inherited from her dad.
Featuring Mr. Mike Farrell on guitar.
A rock icon of the 80s and 90s.
He was a legend in the New Zealand music industry. He did lots of session work and wrote a lot of songs. People wrote the Commonwealth game song, co-wrote it. Wrote heaps of songs for Mitch Marsden. He was a rock star.
Phoebe was just 8 when her dad died suddenly from a heart attack.
I stopped playing guitar when Dad passed away. I completely shut down.
Her dad's death was unexpected and left an unmistakable mark on Phoebe.
I developed OCD, and I had to open and close the door 5 times before I went in, otherwise my whole family would die. And I developed really serious hand-washing problem. My skin was just all rashy and just crazy stuff. I could never be alone. I could never stay anywhere, and I think for about a year after, I had to sleep in Mum's bed.
Depression and anxiety invaded Phoebe's life, but in high school, so did yet another disorder.
I was a bit bigger, but I wasn't fat. I was, you know, puppy fat, and I guess it was the whole comfort eating. But yeah, to me, I was huge.
Phoebe dropped out of school. Her eating disorder, as well as her other problems, spiralled out of control.
I was drinking a lot. It got to the point where I was drinking by myself every night to sort of make the voices go away. We called it ED voice.
The ED voice?
Eating disorder voice.
Right.
And it's just in the back of your head constantly, like, if you don't eat this, you'll feel really good, or if you go for a run, you know, you'll burn this many calories, or...
What's going on inside that makes you able to literally starve yourself?
It becomes a really positive thing, and every time you miss a meal, it's like positive reinforcement. You're striving to be perfect, and you'll set yourself a goal, say, okay, I'll get to this weight and I'll be really happy. But then you get to that weight and it's not good enough, so you know, take it further.
How much would you have eaten in a day?
I would have a muesli bar throughout the day, like ration it. Some days I went with just eating grapes, just fruit. I got to 49 kgs. Normal weight would be about, I think it's 65.
I guess she was on a path of self-destruction, and that was really hard to watch. I just wanted to bundle her up and protect her, but I couldn't.
After nearly 2 years of starving herself, Phoebe gave up.
I was just so low. I ended up taking an overdose and woke up in intensive care unit after having a seizure. And I think that was my rock bottom, seeing the look on my mum's face.
So it's 26 minutes to 1.
Finally, Phoebe got help.
So we've got 30 minutes.
She found it at the North Island's only eating disorder treatment centre, Thrive.
Did you get a baked product?
I did. Actually, I challenged myself.
It was the beginning of months of intense treatment. 7 hours a day, 5 days a week.
Even though that was the most horrific meal we ever had.
It's 6 meals a day, constant supervision. You'd see the meal and be like, this isn't what a normal person would eat. Because to you, dinner is a cracker. And seeing that, it's just like, it looks impossible, but you have to do it if you want to get well. And you just have to force yourself.
Do people say to you, Phoebe, just eat?
It's a mental illness, and it has the highest mortality rate out of all mental illnesses. And it's not fair to say someone just to eat, because they're not going to. It's going to make them not want to at all. Yeah. Eventually I started enjoying the meals again, like, oh yay, we're having this for dinner and I don't have a choice, so I'm just going to enjoy it. You may as well.
So we all finished?
Yeah.
Great. Good. Fantastic, guys.
You have to have seated time an hour after every meal. You're not allowed to use the bathroom an hour after every meal. The nurses have to flush the toilet for you.
Just hop on the scale.
Every morning, check in, make sure you're doing okay, weighing twice a week. You're not allowed to look at the scales, obviously.
Strict rules help in her treatment.
Great, thank you.
But as her video diary reveals, getting well isn't easy.
Everything I tried on was like 2 sizes bigger. All I wanted to do was grab a bottle of wine and sit in my room and down it and fall asleep, but didn't.
This week we're talking about body image.
Talking is a must here.
You mentioned something about looking in the mirror. Did you notice any body checking?
What you're seeing in a mirror is totally distorted.
Yeah.
Like, what I see is not what everybody else sees.
And while some topics are off the agenda,
Girls, can we just avoid some of the size talk?
a well-known unscientific therapy is just fine.
We're just constantly laughing. I mean, if you didn't laugh, you'd cry.
Jokes about eating disorders as well?
Oh yeah, we joke about ourselves all the time. But if someone else was doing it that didn't have an eating disorder, would be like, hey. Yeah, I had a pretty shit weekend though. It was the anniversary of the date my dad died, and that always sort of just fucks me up a bit for the weekend.
Phoebe's surrounded by memories of her dad. His guitars are on display in the lounge, recognition hangs on the wall, and there are the family videos.
It's recording.
Hello.
Phoebe, so tall. Very tall today.
It's the shoes there. Space.
Today, Phoebe's retracing the musical steps of her dad.
I found Dad's original scores of Struck Down by the Blues and his handwriting.
Oh, really?
What are your musical aspirations?
I want to record an album, and I want to sing one of my dad's songs on the album, because he never released an album.
Meeting up with the musical legends like New Zealand rocker Midge Marsden, who played alongside her dad.
Go back as friends with your father a long, long time, you know.
I was like 15, he must have been 18 or 19. The amp is turned up full every night.
They're keen to help her make her dream become a reality.
Good day, little ray of sunshine.
I said I hope we're not
Too late.
Understanding for the first time her true musical pedigree.
Ray of sunshine.
It's like a 1 in a million, you know, opportunity to be able to play and jam with people that know my dad so well.
What took you so long? My baby took a walk and now she's gone.
And discovering a way to remember.
Can't remember, there was a flash ending.
As soon as I start singing and playing guitar, I know that's the gift that he gave to me. The average size for a woman in New Zealand is size 12. I don't know why I'm freaking out about a size 8. Because before, I couldn't even fit women's underwear. I had to buy underwear from like Pumpkin Patch and shit. Like, that's not hot. That's gross.
So this is going out?
Yes.
Another big step for Phoebe.
This is like those Weight Watchers ads in reverse, eh?
Chucking out some clothes.
Triple X small. Goodness, I've never even heard of that size.
Stepdad bought it for me.
Clothes that even became baggy on her at her lowest weight.
It was probably the hardest thing I've had to do for my whole recovery.
What does your therapist say about keeping clothes like this?
They say chuck them because they're just going to sit and tease you in the wardrobe and laugh at you.
In the bin bag they go. Well done. Your therapist will be happy, yes?
She will be. I just found out today that I reached my goal weight, which means I can go into the 3-day program at Thrive.
Phoebe's making progress in her recovery. She now has to work to maintain the healthy weight she's achieved.
I've got a record on.
With her days off, music is finding its way back into her life.
It flows through me like ecstasy, and I become the melody.
She's taking the talent passed down from her father and making it her own.
Please, please, please stay close to me, me.
The fact that I had my guitar and I was playing, my ED voice had gone away. I couldn't hear it when I was playing guitar, and I was able to sit there and eat a normal meal. Music takes that away, and it's... Oh, I was on top of the world that night.
I'm begging you, please.
Hi, so Chicken, just found out that I've got a discharge date in 3 weeks, so I'll be out of Thrive and in the real world.
A ceremony for when you get discharged?
On the Friday we have like a special afternoon tea.
Life's a bit different these days. There's a lot less partying.
When I finish, we could go out for a family dinner.
Mum can shout us dinner.
Yeah.
Much more family time.
How are things with the family?
It's so much better. The other day, my brother told me he was proud of me, and that was, I almost burst into tears.
And what used to be torture
Did I grate the...
Parmesan?
Yeah.
That'd be good, actually.
is now where Phoebe's learning to find happiness.
Where is your happy place these days?
Having the whole family around for dinner, which is crazy because I couldn't stand that because so much food around and I couldn't be a part of that.
Do you cook?
Yeah, I love cooking.
It seems a bit weird having an eating disorder and loving cooking.
It's bizarre.
We all love to be together, and it is lovely to sit down and have meals that aren't stressful and that is sheer enjoyment of the food and
a big
being with family.
You have seen
No way.
I'm happy now. I don't hate myself anymore. I don't hate the person I've become, and I don't hate how I treat my family. I'm starting to like who I am as a person, not just image, but inside as well.